What's up, nerds? Back with another weekend vlog. So I just like doing it like this: Friday, Saturday, Sunday, do it as one big vlog. Traditionally, for the last 2 weeks, have not gotten the most amount of work done on the weekend. Kind of a little bit of a traditional kind of, 9 to 5 job. You have the weekends off. So this week we did a good amount of work, got a lot of stuff done, got a lot of good feedback on things that I need to get done on this week. So we're just going to go ahead and go skiing today, because this was one of those days where I had that feeling in the back of my head where it's like, do you really want to go skiing? It's a lot of work to get down there, get all the stuff, all this BS, are you really going to get out and do that? And that is exactly when I say to myself, yes, that little voice in the back of my head telling me that I shouldn't go and that I should stay at home and, just play video games. No, 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 no. Shut the fuck up, little voice in the back of my head. We are going to get up, we are going to get out, and we are going to get it.
Oh, there's that handsome man. Handsome man. Oh, handsome man, handsome Tyrone man. Handsome man, handsome Tyrone man. Oh, he is my handsome Tyrone man. He's that big old fatty Tyrone man. Oh, it's my handsome fatty Tyrone man. Oh, yeah. Oh, oh, who's got that big old butt? Who's got that butt? Tyrone has some butt. Tyrone butt. That big old Tyrone butt. Oh, oh, he's such a good boy. Oh, no, don't eat that. Don't eat that. Don't eat that.
So, after I was rudely interrupted by the Tyrone baby, who I leave those sections in every morning just for me. I mean, if that's something that people don't like, whatever, sorry, tough. I love my bunny rabbit, and I love spending my mornings with him, and I love waking up and taking care of him and giving him a bunch of kisses and spending a little bit of time with him. So yeah, I just leave those in because that's who I am. That's my bunny rabbit. That's how I treat my baby. And that's just, it is what it is. So now that I've gotten my main area of the house cleaned up, where I have my calendar, I weigh myself and write that down, write down if I've pooped, write down if I'm wearing clothes, whatever. And so then it's time to get up and get at it. And like I was saying before, if you have a little voice in your head that's saying, oh, well, I want to be lazy, I want to do whatever, I want to stay home, I don't want to get up and get out, I don't want to deal with this, well, you need to tell that voice to shut the fuck up and suck it up, because we are going to get out, we are going to go skiing, it's going to be a beautiful day, and you are going to be supremely happy, or you're going to be significantly happier after you've gone out and did it than if you had stayed home and just played video games. And don't get me wrong, we are going to play video games. We are going to play the fucking shit out of video games this weekend, which is why there's no reason to sit at home and just do nothing. I mean, what's the point? And now that I'm getting older, obviously it is massage the legs time while we are inside the car, because we're getting close to the mountain. And it's just, if there's any skiers, if there's any athletes, whatever, just get a massage gun. It just makes everything so much easier and so much better. I mean, by the time I'm here up on the mountain, ready to get going, my legs are primed, ready to just get out and just start shredding the second we get here. And I mean, just look at the day today. I mean, literally, there's barely any clouds in the sky. It's a beautiful morning. I mean, would I really have rather been inside and hung out inside as opposed to getting out and going shredding? I mean, like the second I get on the chairlift, the second I get on the snow, I am instantly just thinking to myself, yeah, this is exactly why I told that little voice to shut up, because we're about to vibe. Like we're literally about to just have an absolute viber of a day. And then it just makes the rest of the day feel so much better, because it's like, oh, I went out and I did shit in the morning. I wasn't just sitting at home being lazy. All right, let's start to get vibing.
Check it out, how you do? What it do? Tick it tock and I move. Booty not you do. Me do. Beach yeah. Beautiful. 살짝 kusoma chaka. Like it. 살짝 kumbo만 chunka. Listen to the day. Get some more to get. Damn, is that good?
Baby girl, too bad for me. There you go. Took that ass on me. All I want is an arm's reach. Break me off passionately. Baby girl, too bad for me. There you go. Took that ass on me. All I want is an arm's reach. Me all passionately.
겐가민가 어딘가를 가래. Flirting인가 bluffing인가. You got me bad. MBTI가 sexy type 내 섹시나해. GDB like that and GM이 나세. I don't think so.
Baby girl, too bad for me. There you go. Took that ass on me. All I want is an arm's reach. Break me off passionately. Baby girl, too bad for me. There you go. Took that ass on me. All I want is an arm's reach. Break me off passionately. You do something to me, the chills running through me. I feel something. Pull me, I'm still running till I reach. You do something to me, the chills running through me. I feel something. Pull me, I'm still running till I reach.
Come do something to me right now. Come do something to me. Come do something to me. Too hot to touch, show me. Come do something to me. Come do something to me. Come do something to me.
Baby girl, too bad for me. There you go. Took that ass on me. All I want is an arm's reach. Break me off passionately. Baby girl, too bad for me. There you go. Took that ass on me. All I want is an arm's reach. Break me off passionately. You do something to me. The chills running through me. I feel something. Pull me, I'm still running till I reach. You do something to me. The chills running through me. I feel something. Pull me, I'm still running till I reach. You do something. The chills running. I feel something. Still running till I reach. You do something. The chills running. I feel something. Still running.
So I like to end my shredding sessions with a nice trip over to the hot tub, get myself saunaed, steamed, hot tubbed out of my mind. Then after that, it's time to go back home. Again, this is all, stuff that we would have done anyway later in the day, would have done gym stuff, would have done everything afterwards. But, we're just stacking stuff on top of each other. Get as much good stuff lined up as possible. Keep the vibes going. Keep the dopamine rushing. Last exercise we're going to do is head over to the Hannaford to get up all of the stuff we need to pick up for Scooby-Doo sandwich time. I mean, just wait until you see what the fuck is going on. So I didn't do it on camera, but one of the things I did after leaving the mountain was hit up the bakery, pick up some rolls, because last week after shooting, which is not in the vlog, but I picked up some deli meats from my favorite deli over in PA, and then I combined that with the rolls that I picked up from my other favorite bakery in New York. So now that we hit up Hannaford, we've got our dressings. Really, Kewpie mayo is, just absolute crack. The Japanese, they don't fuck around at all. So I'm a big mustard and mayo guy when I do my sandwiches. Dijon mustard, you already know, it's got to be Dijon. don't get me wrong, the brown spicy mustard is really good as well. But I mean, I think honey Dijon's the best. And I've got also got some spicy pickles that we're going to add with it. So I always add, I like taking out the inside of the bread because that gives me a spot to put all my veggies. And then after that is where we put the cheese on top, which you'll see in a second. Cut some thick ass, fresh, delicious tomato slices. After that, put a little salt on it because tomato with salt on top is, I mean, absolute peak. And then we'll see in a second once I'm done. I go over in the back corner. I'm folding up the tomato or putting the tomato inside of some Saran wrap. Then again, we get the pickles, get our horseradish pickles, going to line those up. We're going to split it in half so you can see that the tomato and the pickles are lined up. So when I give it a nice cut, it's going to go right down the middle. Hit it with the salt and pepper because, again, you'll see in a second, everything, you put all the wet stuff on top of each other. And then after that, you seal it all in. So now that I'm done with the lettuce, I'm done with the tomatoes, done with the pickles and everything like that, that's when I'm now going to put the cheese to seal off that whole section. Once that section is sealed off, we're going to take the deli meat, seal off the other section of the sandwich. And because you already know we're making the Scooby-Doo sandwich, we're going in with 2 types of turkey. Honestly, I was pretty light on the meat today. Normally, I'll do like another layer of turkey on top, or I'll just add another layer of maybe roast beef or some sort of, you know, extra meat or third meat. And I only did, I mean, like, I don't know, maybe this for some people is not or is like already too much meat, but I basically put 4 slices of everything. Top that off with some pepper because I am a big turkey pepper guy. It's just, you know, again, like salt, tomatoes, turkey, pepper. There are just some things that just go together. And after that, you know, do a little bit of cleanup because we're good to go. I mean, that's Scooby-Doo sandwich assembled. And just make sure everything's, you know, nice, pack it in a little bit. Again, because we sealed, took out the bread in the top, it's like really nicely packed in there. Nothing's like extra, like pouring out afterwards. And that's Scooby-Doo sandwich time. And then after that, I pretty much just play Monster Hunter for the rest of the day. But I do, because Dr. Disrespect is rating people on Rumble, I do make sure to stream at the end. Oh boy. Oh baby, 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 baby. Oh baby, 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 baby. Monster Hunter Wilds time! Alright. Obviously, we're going to play this game in English. Obviously, the voice language is going to be Japanese. So day 2 is traveling down to my parents' house because it's closer to Philly than up here, and it just saves me some time and energy and makes it so I'm not driving myself crazy on the weekend. So basically, these days are kind of just video games and traveling days, and that's because there is these things called sports tubes for skiers that you can put your skis and snowboards and whatnot in for when you're traveling. And my family, my dad had a bunch of them, but they ended up, getting lost in the dad house, or who knows where the hell they ended up. But my dad's not going to be the person to replace them, and eBay is kind of my strong suit right now. So when I see them within driving distance of either my parents' house or within a distance that's going to cut down on shipping by a significant value, I'm going to go pick them up because, I mean, hell, this is not difficult. Like, driving for me, I want to be a school bus driver. So if I can't drive an extra 100 miles to pick up something from eBay, I mean, am I really cut it out to be a school bus driver?
Yes. Yes. Okay, all right. Last one. Yeah. Oh, and then over here. Oh, it's over there. It's over there. Wait, it's over there. Where you want? It's over there. Oh! What's up, nerds? Good morning. And I just thought I would do a little rant about bananas and, by extension, human food, right? To make sure you're, aware of what you're eating and why you should try and eat, sustainably or, locally, or just make sure you're paying attention to what you eat. At the very minimum, just pay attention to what you eat. And this kind of ties into what I talk about, where everybody should have a bunny or a cat, dog, animal, something that requires some sort of responsibility, because otherwise you would be putting shit like this in your own body. And if I'm not going to fucking put it in Dyrone's body, I ain't putting it in my body, right? So I wanted to go over, I just went through an entire bushel of bananas, right, to get Dyrone's food ready. I just got these bananas 2 days ago. They're still green. Because Dyrone kind of likes them green a little bit. They're still kind of green, right? They're just turning yellow. You can see the tops of them are yellows, right? They're still green, right? Because he kind of likes it a little green, and it reduces the chance of them having this bacteria that makes bananas ripen super quick, right? And so I wanted to show you what that's like, because I don't know how many of y'all eat bananas out there, but if you do, you better fucking watch yourself. So this is a regular good banana for Dyrone, right? Nice and white or yellow or whatever on the inside, right? Cut it open, maybe a little black dot, maybe, but for the most part, good banana, right? I eat that shit. Another example, banana, break it open. This time instead of cutting it, yellow, right? Break it apart, yellow, good banana. I eat that shit, right? This is what you do not want to eat. Look at this fucking banana. These are the bananas I was going to feed Dyrone, and every time I opened them up, I said, fuck that, and I saw if I had more. You see that big brown, kind of spot, right? Look at what happens when I cut this shit open. So you can see it a little bit better. Look at that big brown fucking... And let's cut the other side so you can see the other side of it. You see how it's just dead in the middle, and it's got this huge dead spot, right? Maybe you need a better example. Look at how the inside of that, it might look yellow from the outside, but look at how much gray and brown is inside of that banana. Let me give you another good one. Oh my God. Oh my God. Look at that shit, dude. Here's a bad offender. Here's a bad offender. There's literally a gap. You could see the empty space gap from where it dyed everything around it, and it's got an air gap in it because it's fucking decomposed. I mean, dude, here's another real bad one. It's got a crevice inside of it from this fucking bacteria shit, dude. It's bad. Bananas, dude, you gotta watch out. I mean, you can see a triple crevice is forming in here. I mean, dude, this is exactly why you got to be smart about what you eat, bro, because I mean, this was sold to me by a grocery store. This was sold to me by Hannaford's. It's not like this is a bum gas station banana. Honestly, it's kind of hilarious because gas stations get pretty good bananas. I usually go get bananas from the gas station. But yeah, I just had to do a quick little rant on this because pay attention, folks. This is why you try to at least be somewhat conscious about what you put in your body, because you never know. It fucking looks fine from the outside, but you take a bite and you look down and you're like, oh, God. So, shout out Dyrone for making me more aware about how fucked bananas are.
All right, so now that our banana rant is done, hopefully all you banana eaters out there are going to be a little bit more conscious, because it is, like I said, pretty gross to bite into a banana that's dead on the inside. And so now it's brushing teeth time, getting the weigh-ins, getting all of that morning stuff out of the way, because then it's going to be preparing for the trip down to Philly and to get myself set up, get the house set up. I've got someone coming to watch Dyro and the bunny rabbit, so I don't have to worry about anything like him, making sure he's got food, making sure he's all taken care of. So you already know, weighing the self. It was actually the not Mr. Olympia, it was the Arnold Classic. So I've got the Arnold Classic results and everything going. After that, you already know, got to clean the room. Well, I mean, you got to clean the room anyway, but I thought I would include all this because some people think that bunny rabbits stink. And I mean, they definitely smell, right? But they just smell like hay, and they just smell like, pellets. Like, I have like wooden pellets that I use for his litter. And I mean, he really doesn't stink at all, I don't think. I mean, granted, I've, been living with rabbits for multiple years, almost a decade now, actually. And they just, they smell like whatever you use to clean their stuff with. They smell like hay. And it's really, I've got a good setup. I don't think it's too difficult of a setup. I've just got everything kind of inside plastic containers, and I just, have his little pellets inside one container. I have his food inside of another container, and it's just, I've got a little spot where I put it all in, and bada bing, bada boom. Rabbits they just need, constant maintenance. They definitely, you have to make sure you're watching them and paying attention to them. But as far as the cleanup and everything like that, it's really not that difficult, I don't think. So next up, it's on the way home. I've got some asparagus and steak pre-meal that the Hannaford sells. When I was over picking up supplies for the Scooby-Doo sandwiches, I picked up a couple just to make it easy for me. Good protein, good veggies, nice nutrient profile, and just hammer it down while I'm eating. So next up, continue driving. Not next up, but, continue driving until I get home. And I'm just playing a lot of Monster Hunter this weekend. The game just came out. I've been waiting 7 years for it. I don't care. I'm being a degenerate gamer. But despite doing all of that, I still managed to drag myself out to the gym and got in a workout, because even though it's the weekend and even though I'm not getting any work done, I could have brought my laptop with me and, gotten more work done for the business. However, I think it's important to give yourself time to relax, give your brain time to, de-stress. At least for me, I know that this helps me work out or work better. I know it helps me, just stay on top of things, and just, being constantly working and constantly dedicated to all that. I've seen what happens with my brain. I see how it affects my sleep. It's just not good. So even though I'm playing video games and just, kind of messing around this weekend and not like, being a 24/7 hustler or dedicated to everything, whatever BS, I think this is it's more beneficial for me. But yeah, don't get it twisted. After this, I just go home and just play more degenerate Monster Hunter. Combo Monster Hunter in front of me with the AFK RuneScape on the side, baby. I mean, what can I say? I'm a fucking gamer. Sunday, Sunday, Sunday. On the way down to Philadelphia today, you can see where the inspiration for my current bedroom came from, that I sleep in a princess bed with all of the stuff on the walls and everything. And so this is my kitty baby. Oh yeah, my Eleni baby. She's like, I swear to God, she doesn't get abused by my mom or anything like that, but my mom just is not like a cat person. And so she's, it's taking a little while for her to open back up to people because she's not used to getting like, kitty baby pets. So you already know what the deal is. If I'm going into Philly, I got to make sure that I'm wearing the proper attire. Go Birds. And again, just because I'm in a different house doesn't mean there's anything different about the wake up. You already know. Wake up, make the bed, get myself all squared up because it was like 30 degrees or below in Philly. Oh man, beautiful day out though. Like freaking not a cloud in the sky. Beautiful day driving around Philly. Philly's honestly a pretty beautiful looking city. I love the red bricks. And look at me actually managing to find a fucking parking spot. Unbelievable. Like I was like, dude, I'm not going to be able to watch a car. I'm going to have to like park all the way, walk around the city with this big thing. But actually managed to find a spot next to where I had to go, which I mean, like, oh my God, that's how you know it's going to be a good day. And seriously, I mean, like, Philly is such a pretty city. I love red brick. I love everything about Philadelphia, with the exception of like, the muggings and whatnot. But the people there are pretty freaking cool. And so I recorded this whole thing in slow-mo. I didn't realize I was recording it in slow-mo. So I was like, why is there no audio for this section? Like, what the hell's going on? And then I threw it in and I'm like, why does it look so weird? And that's when I was like, oh, Jesus Christ, I recorded it in slow-mo. But yeah, I essentially in this part am talking about how hyped I am to get this, how big of a bargain it was. This dude's looking at me like I'm crazy. So basically between this sports tube and the other sports tube and needing to go home anyway to do stuff at home, for various reasons, see different people around the house, whatever, I saved myself almost $150 in shipping fees, if not more. I mean, it was probably closer to 200 in shipping. However, then, you got to pay for the gas, the extra gas to get down there. So subtract maybe 50 something bucks for 2 full tanks of gas to get down there. Or, well, not a full tank of gas, but split in half for the 2 trips. So yeah, I'm just slightly excited. This was a pretty good freaking deal. And after this, because you already know I'm in Philly, you gotta throw up a Go Birds. And you already know double I'm in Philly that it's time to hit up Angelo's. So just, driving around, again, beautiful day out, just appreciating the Philly skyline, appreciating the buildings. It reminds me of Troy, New York, except with less trees, but, I ain't complaining. And after this, driving around a little bit, enjoying the beautiful day, it's time to hit up Angelo's, baby. Let's go. Okay. Hour later, baby. 2 Angelo's cheesesteaks and some Florentines, because you already know you got to have dessert after you have your massive amount of protein. Oh my God. Words cannot describe how in I went on this sandwich. I mean, after almost an hour of waiting, I think it might have been dead ass a full hour of waiting, and all of the driving and morning dealing with everything. I mean, it wasn't like a tough day by any means. The traffic was honestly the worst part, just like dealing with all these fucking people everywhere. But oh my God, I went so in on this sandwich. It was so good. 10 out of 10. Oh my God. Now for our dessert Florentines from Saccardo's. Man, these fucking Italians. What the fuck's up? Give me an easy name to pronounce, baby. Oh, mama. So crunchy. Oh my God. And it's so light. I thought this would be heavier. Oh no. Oh damn. Wow. Wow. That's delicious. Despite it not exactly being a difficult day, and despite all of the, stuff, I still managed to get out, get to the gym, baby. Gym closes at 7 o'clock. I got there at like 6:10, left the building at almost 7 o'clock on the dot, baby. So, before I go to bed, well, not go to bed, before for you guys, for the vlog, go to bed, in reality, I am going to download all this footage or transfer all this footage to the computer and then start editing it and then see how far I can get and then go to bed. If I get it out tonight, great. But before we do any of that, we are going to prepare the second Angelo's cheesesteak. So let's take a look at what a Angelo's cheesesteak entails. So first things first, spray that up. Oh, mama. Sheesh. Look at that bad boy. Look at that fucking Tonka truck. So now we're going to take this, go like that. There's 2 extra sharp slices of Cooper Extra Sharp. So the Angelo's reheat was pretty simple. Added a little bit of Cooper Extra Sharp cheddar, added a little bit of avocado oil, but nothing really like crazy. Take that, separate it out, put it onto the plate. I mean, real easy reheat. And this stuff was all still super fresh because I had only gotten it, like 8 hours earlier, something like that. So add some Kewpie mayo on top, add a little bit of salt, and we are fucking vibing. It is now time to clog all of the arteries and edit a bunch of videos. See you guys next week.